Happy Friday, BCPS, and what a week it has been. As we experienced our first winter weather event of this season, I want to send a thank you to all of our team. Your professionalism, swift prep, and exceptional flexibility were on full display as we successfully navigated our first NTI day of the school year. Your commitment to our students, even when shifting to remote operations, is really commendable, and I couldn't thank you more for making our first NTI day of the year a success. I want to take a moment to acknowledge a strong accomplishment from our Human Resources Department and all staff members concerning workplace safety. We're pleased to recognize the following BCPS locations for achieving this notable milestone of 0 workman's compensation claims for the month of November. Bernheim Middle School, Back and Rock, Cedar Grove Elementary, Central Office, Eastside Middle School, Freedom Elementary, Maryville Elementary, Mount Washington Middle, Nichols Elementary, Old Mill Elementary, Overdale Elementary, Pleasant Grove Elementary, Spring Meadows, Zonton Middle. This accomplishment reflects a shared commitment across our locations to maintaining safe work practices. So thank you for your continued focus on safety. Also want to extend my sincere thanks to each of you for your involvement and thoughtful feedback throughout the school calendar survey process. Your input has been critical in developing a calendar that supports our staff and students. We're now at the final stage of this process, and we need your help one last time to select a calendar option that will guide our 26-27 school year. The results from this survey will be shared with our calendar committee members and used to give a recommendation to the board at the meeting on December the 15th. The 3 options that were presented were drafted based on the feedback we received from the original calendar survey distributed on November the 18th. The draft calendar options were reviewed and adjusted by our calendar committee comprised of BCEA representatives, parents, a principal, and community representatives before the survey was released earlier this week. As you consider which calendar option to support, I want to provide some important clarification regarding the adjustments of the instructional minutes for the 26-27 school year. This information was shared in our original calendar survey video at the November board meeting Starting in the 26-27 school year, all students, elementary, middle, and high school, will have the same number of instructional minutes per day. That's 390. That is currently not the case, as those numbers vary amongst level groups between elementary, middle, and high. To accomplish this, we have to adjust the start and end times of the instructional day for all 3 levels. Based on the feedback from our first calendar survey distributed in November, we are proposing the following bell times for the 26-27 school year. High schools will be from 7:10 to 2:05, middle schools from 8:10 to 3:05, and elementary schools from 9:10 to 4:05. So why is this change important? This change achieves 2 critical goals. The first is equity. All students get the same number of instructional minutes regardless of their school level. The contracted hours that teachers and staff are working are not changing. The teacher contract is still 7.5 hours a day. Flexibility and relief is the second goal. The extra total minutes provide a safety net for snow days or other major outages. In previous years, other districts were able to receive legislative relief or waived days because they had already met the required 1,062 hours of instruction. Under our previous instructional minute allotment and the one we're currently on this year, we could not meet the 1,062 hour threshold without going all 170 school days. This is why we are unable to accept calendar relief when it's offered. The new 390-minute day ensures that we meet the maximum required hours, making us eligible for relief if it's needed in future years. Please take a few moments today, if you've not already done so, to cast your vote for your preferred calendar choice. The final calendar survey will close at midnight tonight. You can find the direct link to the survey on this Bacon Bit or on other official BCPS communication outlets. Thank you once again for your dedication and participation in this important decision. This week's token of appreciation honoree is Miss Casey Livers from North Bullitt High School. Casey was nominated by Megan Hatter, our BCPS Director of Grant Management and Community Family Programs. She's the winner of a $20 gift card generously donated by our friends at A+ Signs and Screen Printing. Congratulations, Casey, and thank you for all you do to support our students, staff, and school. This week on Beyond the Bell, we are meeting self-published author and senior from North Bullitt High School, Miss Angel Patel. Let's get to know more about Angel. We are back at North Bullitt today, and I am joined by senior Angel Patel. Angel,
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
Of course.
Angel's a published author, and so we are so excited to spend some time with you today. You ready to do this?
Yes.
All right, well, let's do it. So what's the single biggest thing that inspired you to write your book, and then talk about the difficult steps that you took to be self-published?
Yeah, so I've always wanted to be a published author. I love reading, so seeing like all the other authors publishing their books, it kind of just inspired me to make my own. And so it took a long time trying to find a topic that I could like write about. And so when I did, I just started writing and I got it published.
So since you chose to go the self-publishing route,
Yeah.
what's the most surprising or challenging, rewarding part of that process?
So the most surprising part was how easy it is to self-publish your book. You would think that it would take like months or years. And sometimes it does if you take the traditional publishing route, but because I chose to self-publish, it's kind of like easier. You can run at your own pace. But that was the most surprising part. The most challenging part would be to write the book, because obviously it would take I scratched my idea like 3 times before I found one that I wanted. And then the rewarding part of the process was seeing that it was published.
That's awesome. So you're a senior, and this year is supposed to be one of the most fun, exciting, eventful times of your whole education career. So how have you balanced the demands of school, your social life, and with this project?
So the project actually started towards the end of my junior year. Okay. That's when I started researching, and during the summer, that's when I started writing most of it. So I didn't have finals and homework assignments being rated on me, but I was studying for the ACT. So whenever I found time, I'd try to dedicate an hour per week to the book, and it ended up working out.
So carving out time and making it intentional in your schedule, it's a great strategy. I'd love to see you taking on that. So what's next? We've got this, and what's your next big goal?
Probably to get into a good school. I want to go to college and then hopefully go to med school one day. So we'll see how that works out.
Come back here and help us out in this community?
I just might.
I might. Awesome. Last question. After all the hard work, what's your favorite thing to do to relax and recharge?
Okay, I like going on runs, especially in the morning when everyone else is asleep. And during December, it's the best because everyone has those Christmas lights on, and you're just running past, and it's really beautiful.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. This is Angel Patel. She's a senior here at North Bullitt High School and our newly published author. That's all we have for you this week. We hope that you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you back on Monday.